How you doing, folks? I am out here. I'm filming my very first moto vlog, and I have a topic to talk about today. I'm gonna be talking about if you can actually get by with just a motorcycle. No car, no truck, nothing. And you know what? I actually got some experience in that. I have not driven a car in almost 3 years. Bike only, baby. You know what? Because makes me so much happier just to be on a bike and not be inside in a fucking cage. Ugh. I hate it, man. So, I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, I bought my bike in February of, if I'm doing the math right, I think it was 2020. I had wanted a bike for a long time. My dad always had Harleys and shit when I was growing up. Yellow light. Don't you go. Thank you. And in high school, I was trying like hell to afford a bike. I really wanted a motorcycle. I almost bought a Grom, actually. I was fucking this close to buying a Grom. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I actually started on this bike here, my little SV650, which, in case you can't tell, she's a little worse for wear right now. Missing a bolt right here on the gas tank, but it stays. It doesn't fall off, so we're chilling, I guess. I might as well point everything out because I know people are just gonna point it out in the comments if I don't. But I got cracked fairing up there from, no joke, I whiskey throttled it when I was first learning on the bike, and I slammed into some poor fucking guy's Mercedes-Benz. By the way, folks, don't fucking practice in an apartment complex parking lot. Matter of fact, don't even practice in a parking lot that has any cars in it anywhere near where you're going to be practicing. Big empty spaces only. Like, really, I learned that one the hard way. Trust me on that, bro. So anyway, to get back on topic, something in me always knew that when I got a bike, it was probably gonna very soon become my main form of transportation. I had owned the bike for about 6 months. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get to monsoon season so that I could see what riding in the rain is like, because people are always afraid to ride in the rain, and I figure, well, maybe there's something to that, you know. Maybe there's a reason to be afraid of riding in the rain. And don't get me wrong, there is, but it's not nearly as bad as people think it is. It's really, like, it's not that bad. In that 6 months that I rode the bike, I had driven my car 2 times. That's it. I drove it once when I was running late for work, and then I think I drove it another time to get groceries. But I also soon came to realize that I didn't really need the car for groceries either. So that's probably one of the main things that people have hang-ups about, right? Is, oh, how am I going to get groceries? You know, it's actually not that bad. I just get a big backpack. I have a big, like, military-style backpack. Holds a lot of stuff, and it carries weight really, really well. Like, really well. You can carry... In fact, my last grocery run, I'm pretty sure I had maybe about 70 or 80 pounds in my backpack. I went to Food City and fucking stocked up. But... and don't get me wrong, it's dangerous, right? Be careful and go to a grocery store that's close if you got one. Because, yeah, if you crash with a backpack full of 70 pounds of groceries, you might not walk again. You might not. I'm not saying it's the safest thing. What I'm saying is it's doable. Especially if you live in a climate like here. I live in Arizona, and we can ride year round, at least in the southern part that I'm in, right? But we can ride year round. If you get snow, maybe it's a little different. You might not be able to. There's ways though. I've seen people have spiked tires and stuff that can ride on snowy roads. And like, I don't know, I don't know if you can chain them, but that's probably a thing, right? We'll go here. Come on. But, what the fuck, dude? You're going the wrong way, buddy. Where's the motorcycle parking? There it is. Oh, did they fucking... Oh my god! They removed the motorcycle parking! Oh my god, we're truly an oppressed class. Bro. Come on, dude. You didn't even stop. I had right of way. You had wrong of way. And for that you shall pay. So as for the big question, can you get by with only a motorcycle? And you know what? The answer is fuck yeah, you can. I have for almost 3 years. I ride rain or shine. I ride when it's way hot, when it's way cold. If it's cold, I bundle up. If it's hot, like right now, even though the weather's pretty nice, I don't wear a jacket. I probably should. I know I probably should. They say dress for the slide, not for the ride. I know. At GAT, all the gear, all the time. I know. But I don't know, dude. It's just hot and it's uncomfortable. I'm not saying it's the right choice, but I'm saying that's the choice I make. You know, honestly, one of the best parts about riding year round like I do, riding as my only means of transportation, the comments from people, dude, it's the best. I pull up to work when it's like pissing down rain. They look at me with big eyes. They're like, "You riding this?" "Yeah, dude." "Why don't you take your car?" "I don't have a car." "Why don't you have a car?" "I sold it because I like my bike too much." Or when I'm getting groceries, like I was talking about earlier with my 80-pound bag. Constantly people are like, "Are you going to be able to carry all that?" Yeah, believe it or not, I do this every week. I do this all the time. Gotta get groceries somehow. I love getting everywhere on my bike. I mean, for one thing, we just passed a filtering law last year, so I barely have to deal with traffic. So that's nice. Not dealing with traffic is sweet. But also, just being out here, you know? Being out in the open air. Oh, God. It really doesn't get much better than this. It's kind of cliche, and maybe it's a little cringe, but it really does make me feel alive. It can help remind you of your mortality, and it can help you put things into perspective, you know? I'm out here living life, enjoying riding my bike every single day. And I fully recognize that one of these days, somebody might run a red light or something, and I might die. But you know what? At least I can say that I lived my life the way I wanted to live my life. guys ever play that game at a light? Try and play the no feet down game. It helps you live your life. Try to, anyway, live your life to the fullest outside of motorcycling. Maybe you want to ask some girl out, or maybe you want to get a college degree and you've been putting it off. Riding a motorcycle, it might, especially every day, it might help you realize, like, you know what, man, my time here is limited. So I better achieve what I want to achieve. Filibertos, my love. How I yearn for thee. I ain't got the money to spend on Filibertos, dude. Man, dude, so in my neighborhood, I don't know what it is, man, but I've been chased by, I think, 5 different dogs through my neighborhood now. Lots of the bastards. And there is this one. I wish I had my GoPro rolling when it happened. It was so funny. I was going around a bend, and there's this house on the corner, and I see from about where the house is, I see a black streak coming, fucking booking it toward me, coming up to the fence line, and he runs and just boom boom boom, and fucking boom, he bounds over the fence. He fucking clears it completely with probably like 6 inches of clearance still. He wasn't even close to hitting the fence. And he lands in the road probably about a foot away from me. Like, literally, he hits the ground like this close. And I like pull in the clutch and I rev at him to try and scare him off. This guy is unfazed, completely unfazed. He just looks at me with this dopey little smile. And that's when I realized that, man, he doesn't want to kill, he wants to play. Or a well-dressed gentleman, alright. He did the same thing today, too. So I'm guessing that dog's just my new friend. I want to try and pet him. It's probably a bad idea, but I want to try and pet him. So I know I've had lots of tangents and little side notes, but to answer the big question of the day, everybody wants to know, can you get by having only a motorcycle as your transportation? The answer, my friends, is yes, you can. I've done it for almost 3 years now. And to tell you the honest truth, I don't have any plans of buying a car anytime soon. But I do have plans of buying a second bike. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to call that a moto vlog for now. Tell you what though, there's definitely gonna be plenty more of these. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, topics to talk about, questions that you have for me, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and yeah, we'll see if I can't answer some of them. No promises I can answer them to your satisfaction, but I'll try and answer them. Fit my front tire right into that dent. Well, I appreciate you guys very, very much for watching. I have been the Blue Zuki, now on the Blue Suzuki. and I will catch you guys later. Stay safe out there, folks. See ya.